Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be building a little bit of an interesting house. The walls are going to be flat for like the base. So we're going to have to use different blocks and textures and using some stairs to get a little bit more depth. So then we can make it, actually look good instead of just having a flat wall. But we're going to get straight into that. And if you could please check if you're subscribed or not, or like the video if you really do like it. Helps out the channel a lot. Much appreciated if you do. And let's just get right into building in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be talking while I'm building. It's going to be a little bit more interesting. If you do like it, make sure to like the video and tell me in the comments if you want more building with me talking while I'm actually building and constructing the house. So right here, I'm just going to start adding the wall, the first layer, the foundation. You want to start with an easy foundation, and then you're just going to start building up from it. So we want to add stairs there, one stairs here, and add the block, stairs, stairs, and stairs. Well, actually, that one was not necessary. So we're kind of going with, if you notice, we have stairs on all those corner areas in the in-between where it's 4 blocks, and then right on the 5th, we're having that little bit of stair right there. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go up by 2 blocks now on both sides, and we're just going to quickly fill that in. So now that we got that done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up, add one more block height. What kind of word is that, block height? We're going to add one more block, so now it's up to being 4 blocks in total, I believe. And what we're going to do, just like with the bottom, we're going to add it on top. So the stairs are just going on top, and they're upside down this time. So what this is going to do is this is going to give us a little bit of an area to put some, a little bit of a foundation. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take, let's see, what will look good here. We're going to go stair, block, do that on the opposite side, work them both evenly so you can see through the entire build what's going on. So I like that. And then we're going to do just another block, and we're going to do a half slab. So now we got that little bit of a rounded shape. Now what we're going to do is we're going to switch to wood this time and go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go up 4 blocks, and we're going to do that. Oh, I forgot to add the stair right here. We're going to do that on each one. So just like that, we're going up, and so right there, I went up 4 blocks, I'm looking back, and I don't really like the look of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up by 1 more block on each one. And then I'm just going to go across to complete the frame. So now what we're going to do is we're going to switch to the spruce. Okay, now that we got the spruce and everything, what we're going to do is for the bottom, what we're going to do is stairs and just go across with spruce on both sides. So we're just going to do that on every side, making it look like it's got a little bit more support material. So we're going to come up with our oak now, and we're just going to go across and fill this in. Okay, now that we got that done, we're going to step back and look at it. So now we got this very interesting shape. So we're going to go on top, and I'm thinking something like this might look good. There we go, that looks nice. It's more rounded now. And on these, since they're a little bit different, I'm just going to do just the stairs instead of the half slab with it, just because it's a little bit smaller. But after doing that, I'm just going to do that on each side. Just quickly adding it, make sure it's consistent. One of the most important things while building is being consistent. If you're not consistent with your building, then it's going to look a little bit weird. So now what we're going to do is, I like that. Now we're going to go up and we're going to do the roof. Now the roof, I'm going to have stone frame. So we're just going to do that quickly. We're going to run that through the entire thing on both sides. Okay, so then we're gonna do is to go upside down stairs, and we're gonna just do one side first, and I'm thinking maybe a half slab. Then we're gonna do stairs upside down. This is gonna have it a little bit more narrow like than, well, not narrow, it's gonna be a little bit of a slope. Then we're just gonna repeat that one more time. We're gonna go back to the stairs, and we're gonna see how this looks in just a second. We're gonna step back, and you know, that's not half bad. What could we do different though? I think that's good. So then we're gonna just duplicate that on the other side. Now that we got that done, what we're gonna do is quickly switch out our blocks for the roof. Okay, now that we got that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna quickly switch to our half slab, and we're just gonna run across. Now is we're gonna look at it from a distance. I kind of like it. It's not half bad. So we're gonna quickly add the oak here. We're gonna add the support material. So we're gonna do, I'm thinking that, maybe a stair, and then just trap door right there. Let's get a trap door. Okay, there we go. Since we got that trap door, we got that little area right there, which we can do something with that later. But we're gonna go to the other side now and just duplicate what we did on the other side, making sure it's even, consistent. One side isn't different than the other, because then if you go around the other side, it might look a little weird. But some builds benefit from having awkward sides, but this one, it doesn't. It's kind of symmetrical. It needs to be the same. So now what we're gonna do is the roof looks kind of bland. If you watch my how to build roofs, if you just have a roof like this, it looks kind of bland. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back by one block with all these stairs and replace them with birch blocks. So just like that, now we got a little bit more of a build going on. So then we're gonna do the exact same thing, but for this row. Kind of mind some of those half slabs there, that's kind of annoying. But now, since we've done that, just looking from one side to the other, right from right here, doesn't that look more interesting than that? It gives you just something to look at that's a little bit different. What's another important thing about building is coming up with those tiny details that nobody will really ever notice, but if they do, they know that you spent some time on your build. So just like that, and then I'm thinking maybe we do something for the top. Since it's a half slab, we might go from 2 this time. We're gonna add this little block up. Then we're gonna take from this side, we're gonna do normal half slabs. So do that on both sides, or else you might forget a detail and then you end up messing up. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch these half slabs to stairs, making sure that it's rounded. There we go. Doing the exact same on the other side. Let's look at it from a distance. Don't really like how this looks. Let's take it back by just one block. There we go, that looks a little bit better. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a break from that. We worked on the roof a little bit too much there, so now what we're going to do is we're going to think, okay, let's add a little bit of the interior. Now, I probably won't do an interior build because when you guys build, your builds are going to be different than mine. By a bit, or if you do it block by block, that's okay, it's fine. But the most important thing is if I show you how to build the interior and you do that block by block, you might need more storage than what I typically like to have. So it's all up to your personal preference. So now what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to come back to here, and we're going to make this just a little bit rounded by having those trap doors. Now we're going to go on this side. We're going to add some trapdoors right here. We're going to go around to this side, do the exact same thing that we did. Move over to the other side. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, then what we're gonna do is I'm thinking maybe some half slabs might look good. There we go. Go to the other side. 1, 2, 1 and 2. Okay. So let's take a step back. Let's look at this. What's our progress so far? We got the roof, we got the walls, and we got the little basement area. So what we're going to do now is I think we're going to switch into more detailing of the walls on the top and the stone. But we're going to start with the stone first. So what we're going to do is let's quickly switch out our materials to fit this situation. So now that we got those materials, what we're going to do is we're going to mine 1 block from this side. We're going to go over by, let's see, we're going to go over by 2 blocks. So there's going to be a 2-block center in each spot. Oop, mined a little too hastily there. There we go. Just like that. We're going to do this on the opposite side in a second, but first we're going to finish detailing this side. So I'm thinking maybe now that we got those, we're going to add cobblestone on the outsides of them, which might turn the entire thing into cobblestone, besides the outside ones, just the inside ones. Then I'm thinking fence gates. Where should we add the fence gates? We're going to add the fence gates like this. Just like that. So now that we got that done, now what we can do is we quickly get a flower. Now that we got the flowers, now what we can do is just place them right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we got a little bit of a color into it because, you know, we had so much stone, we had the wood, we got the birch, a lot of different colors, but we didn't really have any, like, nature in this build yet. So I wanted to add some of that. So now they got little windows onto them. We're going to do quickly on that side, and I'm going to explain. The reason why I didn't like that first one is because it didn't really make sense physics-wise. So this one, it looks like this is holding the trapdoor up. You can see that the pixels are touching. The pixels don't quite touch with that, but from a distance you can't tell that. So now what we're going to do is, now that we got the bottoms detailed, we got one more side to detail. This right here. So what we're gonna do here is I'm thinking I'm gonna take some kind of little bit of this. We got a little circle going on. So now what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna just add trapdoors on the inside. So bloop, bloop, there we go. So now we just need if I can even do this. Wow. There we go. We got it now. We did it. Mission complete. Place them. Now we're gonna close them. So from the outside, let's look at this. From the outside, there we go. We got a little bit going on. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some cobblestone, and we're just gonna go just like this. Oh, that's a little bit too much. So now with that cobblestone placed there, we're gonna just keep on moving around, and now we got a little bit more of a look going on, a little bit more to look at besides just straight brick. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some stairs, and we're just gonna place them facing one way. So like that, we're gonna take stone this time, and we're gonna put it up in this corner. So now we got a little bit of a ruined look going on, which I kind of like. This build looks a little bit like it should be ruined, just a bit. So let's see, we can't do any here. I like those not being ruined, but that back wall needed it. So now we're gonna go up to the oak. Let's quickly switch out fitting for this occasion. So there we go, we got it all nice sorted out. So I want a window right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up by 3 blocks, 3 by 3, and then we're just gonna add some of that. So now we got a decent looking circle, just like with the other one. And what we're gonna have to do is switch this glass pane to a glass block. So now that we've done that, we're gonna just place it back by 1. We're gonna quickly mine our way out of here. Place it back immediately. So now that we got that done, what we can do is either A, we can use spruce here, make it look like that, which actually we could probably do. Kind of works out a bit, right? Okay, now that we got that done, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add a little bit more texture. So I'm gonna add some of that, some of stripped oak logs, kind of give it a little bit more of a look. So I want one there, and I think that's all I'm gonna do with them besides this block right here. because if I would have just left those two, it would have been symmetrical, which looks like it was supposed to be there, but I want to make it look like the wood's just wearing away a little bit, so it has to be a little bit random. Now for these sides, so they're 4 blocks, so the middle of it's going to be a little bit awkward, kind of like what the bottom was, but what we're going to do here is we're just going to mine 2 shapes out. Then what we're going to do is, what part of the reason why I like this so much is that we can come down here, we can grab a grass block and just place them right up here. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So just fly over to the other side and place them, or walk over, depending if you're building this in survival, which if you are, good luck to you. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to simply add trapdoors on each side. And you can add any flowers that you want. Now what we're going to do is look up by 1, and we're just going to look and place those in. And then what I like to do is for windows, I like adding stripped oak logs on the side of them, because it makes it look a little bit different, just a little bit different, something more to look at. Like I said, when you're building, you're building something for somebody to look at. It's like when you're painting something to look at. You're not just doing it. Unless you're just doing a survival build, then it might look ugly, but it doesn't matter, it works. Oop, that's the wrong block. There we go. Oop, placed it wrong. So just like that, and quickly get some glass panes, just like that. And I'm gonna place glass panes instead of blocks, because with blocks, they stick out too much. With glass panes, it gives that just that little bit more of depth that I've been talking about. So just adding those on each side. There we go. Then on the back, I'm not going to do anything with the back. You guys, if you're doing block by block, I want you guys to try to figure out something cool to put on the back. Tell me in the comments if you came up with anything. And what we're going to do is we're going to quickly grab, let's see, we're going to grab some posts and put them on the side there. I think they might work right here too. Yeah, I like that a little bit more. So we're going to add those posts now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to quickly come inside, and what I personally like to do is if you take, let's get a oak right here. What I would do to add stairs, I mean not stairs, but a ladder, I would just take one of the pillars and just straight down. Then from the center, what we're going to quickly do, if you watch this long, I'm just going to add a little bit of a little strip right there. There we go. So now you could just add some simple ladders to come up, and now you got all this room up here. So a little trick that I like to do with, if you have something like this, just put some spruce on the sides, take trapdoors, and put them on the side of the glass, just like that, on both sides. And then just quickly go to the top, add some more of that, and it kind of makes it look a little bit better than when it's got nothing. It kind of looks like a little bit more of a, what would you call it, a frame. And I just quickly finished up doing a little bit of decoration, as you see right back here. This is what I would personally do. You could do a little bit more, but just a simple furnace, a little beehive, make it look like a box. We got some barrels. But hope you guys enjoyed this video and this little bit of this tutorial. If you guys like it, me talking and everything, please leave a like and comment saying, okay, I like this a lot more than just the time lapse. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!